What's up guys, it's Mackenzie, and today I am basically going to be doing a get ready with me and vlog of my very last ever chorus concert, or I guess like show choir concert. I have Izzy with me. She's right here, and we're gonna see her in a couple minutes, and she right now is getting some questions ready for me to answer about my show choir experience while I'm getting ready and stuff. Obviously, I haven't really talked about it that much, but I've been in choir for 3 years, and I've been in show choir for, choir for 4 years, and I've been in show choir for 3. I've been in elegance for 3 and illusion for 2 when I was in school and when I was a younger classman or whatever. We were not allowed to be in illusion our first year. We had to go through elegance first, and you also weren't really allowed to be in elegance your freshman year. You had to go through like freshman choir. But obviously they've kind of changed a little bit, which there's like no problem with that. But yeah, so that's like changed over the year, but that is what I experienced. And this is my very last one as a senior, and I'm really emo about it, but I'm really excited. I have all my stuff right here laying out. And now I have to get ready. It is around probably like 5:30. Yeah, I think it's around 5:30 now. And so I need to start getting ready, and I think I'm gonna head over there by 6:45. That's probably when I'm going to get to the concert. And yeah, I'm really excited, but I'm also really sad because this is my last one ever, and then I'm done. Like, this is it. So yeah.
Yeah. Wait, like now? Alright, hi guys, my name's Izzy. I'm gonna be asking the questions for Mackenzie. I just wrote them down, so let's get into it.
Also, I'm not gonna be talking about the products in this video. I'll link them down below so you guys can go check that out. So yeah, also this is my friend Izzy. She's coming to the concert tonight. She graduated last year, so she kind of had the exact same thing happen with theater, with her last show. So she can definitely relate to me right now. Yeah,
Sad.
It's kind of a sad time.
All right. So the first question is, what's your favorite thing about show choir?
My favorite thing about show choir, probably, I guess like, over the years, my thing would be the memories, because I have some of the best memories from show choir and from the people in show choir, like the friendships that I made. I will say that like they also include some of the best high school memories. I feel like show choir made it a lot easier for me to go through high school just because we all are really, really close. In that sense.
It gave you that group.
Yeah, it gave me like, not only that group, but it was kind of like a safe space. What was the question again? I kind of like went on a tangent.
What's your favorite thing about show choir?
Oh yeah, probably the memories, and I also like the like singing, like the actual show. The show is so much fun. I got
a preview of it today. That, I can't cuss.
No, you can. I'll blur it out.
Second question is, what is the atmosphere at the competitions like?
So the atmosphere, for the most part, is really, really fun. Competitions are a perfect way for you to meet tons and tons of people, and generally speaking, oh my god, yes, boys too, if you're interested in that as well. There's tons of cute boys, well, there's tons of boys that go, basically. But generally speaking, everyone is pretty nice. Like, everyone's really friendly. I will say though, once the awards come along, once it gets into like that part of the night, the tension builds a little bit. And I will say, I'm obviously not gonna like call anyone out, but there definitely like are some choirs who are known to just not be the nicest. So it's like, so generally everyone's really nice, but you will occasionally like meet some not so nice people, because
that's life.
Yeah, that's life. Honestly, it's life. Like, they're just super competitive, and that's fine, but for the most part it's fun. Towards the end of the night, if you I don't want to say this because my choir is really weird, because we do not give a like any about winning, But if your choir is really into winning and is like really used to it, you know, like reigning champs, the end of the night can either like, you know, boost the mood or it can crush it, depending on if you win or not and if you thought that you deserved to win or if you wanted to win. So yeah, for the most part they're fun though, and I really enjoy them. And yeah, it's like a good way. I wouldn't want to spend my weekends any other way. Like, it's not like I'm there and I don't want to be there. Like, it's generally really fun to go to.
What has been your favorite show to do so far throughout your years?
Oh my god. My favorite show, dancing and singing wise, would be the Illusion show for this year.
It's really good.
But my favorite show all in all would be the Elegance show from last year, which was our woman empowerment show.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that one was good, and the message was really good. And yeah, I think that show all in all was a really, really good show to perform. But I think in terms of like fun dancing and fun music, Illusion this year is by far my favorite.
Y'all will be getting some snips of that later.
Snips. But at a small amount because we don't want to get sued.
Amen. What is the difference between Elegance and Illusion?
Okay, so
for those out there who don't know.
Yeah. So Elegance and Illusion are the two, how do I put this in a nice, they're the two major choirs, if that makes sense.
They're the top two.
Yeah. Yeah. They're really big. Elegance, we generally have around over 40 people, and Illusion, I think we have around 20 couples. So 40 people as well. So Elegance is the all-girls choir, and Illusion is the mixed choir. But Elegance is known for being kind of the choir that you get into first. So you kind of, at least for me, because the rules have changed over the past couple years. But when
No tea, no shade.
No tea, no shade. But when I was a freshman, you had to go through freshman choir first, and then you could audition, and if you made it, then you would go right into Elegance. And you would have to do a year of Elegance, and then from that, you would have to audition into Illusion. So Illusion is known for kind of being the upperclassmen choir. Because back when I was a freshman and sophomore, the only people in the class were juniors and seniors. Which obviously now it's changed, which that is fine, but that's kind of how I still view it. Illusion, you kind of just have to be a lot more mature because there are boys in the class, and it's a lot more rowdy, it's a lot louder, there's a lot more going on, which isn't like anybody's fault. That's just kind of how it ends up panning out, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much like the difference. I feel like Elegance is more chill, and Illusion is definitely more a lot. Yeah.
What is something you dislike about show choir?
Something I dislike. I dislike a lot of the mentality around winning. That bothers me. I also dislike the amount of competition that we have to deal with because not only in the community and at the comps, but kind of with each other, there's a lot of like
tension.
Yeah, there's just a lot of tension, especially considering when you get into your junior year, you kind of start gaining a position, I guess, towards the end of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of those positions end up being leadership for next year, leadership for that year, and it is really, one, it is really stressful, and two, it is really, there's a lot of tension because there's a lot of people who want it really bad, and some of them don't get it, and some of them kind of act out because of it, and it's not fair, but it happens. Like, I understand. I can't like speak that much on it, I guess, because I like am on leadership, so I can't say like, well, I guess I could because I'm not like on illusion leadership, but I guess I just don't care all that much. But like, I can't really speak for someone who wanted it really bad and thought they deserved it and you know, didn't get it. So I will say that I don't like all the competition that we have to deal with, especially during the end of the year. Right now I'm chilling because I don't have to plan for next year. I'm not going to be there. But the juniors that are planning, you know, I feel for them right now because it is really stressful.
Wowza. How do you feel about the relationships you've made through show choir? Good and bad.
What type of relationships?
Well,
No, not getting into that. I'll probably cut that out.
friendships.
Okay, I think that for some people, they are able to find, you know, their best friend through show choir, and that wasn't me. But I can't say that people don't, because people do. You definitely have a really, really strong bond with the people that are in your choir. I will say Elegance is really close for being, you know, 40 plus girls in a room together every day. We are really close, and I'm grateful for that. I feel like there's a good amount of people in that class that I could go to if I ever needed something. I guess I'll expose a little bit.
Do it!
Might as well. It's not anything super bad, but I will say that, like, I feel like surface level, everyone's there for each other.
I understand what you're saying.
But if you go a little bit deeper, there definitely are cliques. And there definitely are people who, you know, associate with these people more than these. And it's not like really a problem because we don't really have a lot of confrontation like in class. But there definitely is, like, everyone is there for each other when they need to be, if that kind of makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, when we're in the middle of the season, cleaning the show, getting ready for competition, then yes, everyone is there for each other. But once competition is over, you know, we can all chill and kind of be with our own people, if that makes any sense. I've definitely found some great friends over the years, though, from show choir, but I've also definitely learned a lot of lessons through it. So, yeah, I feel like it teaches you a lot. Being around a certain group of people for 4 years of your life, I think it teaches you a whole lot. And I think that can be in any situation. Izzy can agree with me on the fact that we both had that situation with our soccer team. We were on the same soccer team for a very long time.
Go Dynamo!
Yeah, go Dynamo! Being with a group of people for so long impacts your life greatly.
Yeah, it really does. It really makes you appreciate the relationships that you make later on.
So I feel like I appreciate the relationships that I've made in the choir.
How do you feel about your choral director?
I love that man.
That man is the most intimidating person you'll ever meet.
Oh yes, no. He's like our scary little bald Russian man. Like, like I love him though.
That's so accurate.
No, I know. Like, he's like, okay, this is the only way I can put it, and I understand that no one's gonna understand, but if you go to my high school, you will understand. Like, to anyone outside of the choir, he is the most terrifying person you will ever meet in your entire life.
I can attest.
But if you're in the choir, he's literally your dad. Like, he is everyone's father. Like, that man is so inspirational.
You can tell him,
he is
what he said to you today.
Yeah, like today, we were about to run the show, and he pulled me aside and he was like, I was thinking of you today, and he has a daughter, and he was like, moral of the story is he really pays attention to his students. So he knows that I love fashion. He knows that I made my prom dresses. He knows that I make clothes. And he was like, if you ever need a model, because his daughter is gorgeous. She is so pretty. It's insane. And so he was like, if you ever need a model, like, I can help you. And that just shows. Like, he just, like, listens.
How much he cares.
Yeah, he, like, checks up on everyone. He knows right away if you're not having a good day. Like, he will pull you aside and be like, what's wrong? Another thing that I will bring up is the fact that, like, during our women empowerment show last year, obviously it is really hard for a male choral director to kind of understand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A woman-themed show, basically, okay? And the strength that he gave us throughout the year, saying that we could do it and that there would be nothing holding us back, and him saying, like, I believe that you all are so powerful, and that he literally was like, I think that my wife and my mother are the strongest people in my life. Like, he's just a great person, like 100% all around. He's literally such an amazing person, and I am blessed to have, you know, gained a relationship with him over my 4 years. Not like having him my freshman year and then visiting him, you know, the rest of my years. Like, I have had him as a teacher for my freshman year. I had him in 1 choir, sophomore year 1 choir, junior year in 3 choirs, and senior year in 2. Like, I have literally had him every year, basically every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. And I'm just, like, so grateful. Like, I've never had a teacher who has impacted me so much than him.
I will say, like, being from the outside too is like, even though like I said earlier, and I still stand by it, he's the most intimidating man I've ever met. He really does care about the students, and I can honestly say that that's very rare in our high school. Old high school, might I add, for me.
My high school, her old high school. She's speaking the truth. Just saying.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
400 on the dash.
55 bills and 55 tests. Oh my god, interpretive dance.
Are there any snakes / is there any drama in show choir?
Oh my god, Isabel.
Let it be exposed. Do it! Peer pressure.
Okay, I will say that I have done a very good job of keeping out of the drama, because I don't that. But I will say that there tends to be there's almost never any in Illusion unless a couple breaks up, which happens a little, not often, but it will happen. You know, it'll at least be once every year that it happens. So that's the only time we ever really have it in Illusion. Elegance, there's only drama at the beginning of the year and towards the middle of the year, because I will say cleaning a show for months is the most annoying thing ever. Like, it is so annoying. Yeah. And the tensions build and everyone gets so annoyed and no one wants to run the same song 5 times a day. Like, that's so stupid, but you just have to do it. So I will say there's like a little bit of it, but it's not even like drama with people not liking each other. It's just literally 40 plus girls in a room all annoyed. Like, that's literally all I can say. It's just a lot of pheromones going up in there, like
a lot of estrogen.
Yeah, there we go. Tons of estrogen just going everywhere. But other than that, not really. Our choir is really good with it. Other choirs, I've heard some not so great things, and that there is a lot of drama, and that sucks for them because we don't really have that, like, ever. Some people do, you know, get in drama, but it doesn't normally last very long because you do have to see that person literally every day. So, you know, after about a week or so, it's kind of resolved. So, like, tea spilt, but, like, not a lot of tea spilt.
Just some. Mild tea. What has been the hardest thing about show choir?
The hardest thing. I will say, which is gonna sound so annoying of me, but I will say being a captain was probably the hardest thing, because like I said, when girls get annoyed, you know, they're not gonna listen to 3 seniors telling them what to do all class. I just feel like it was a lot of stress, and it was a lot of like unnecessary stress all year. Yeah, it's really hard because you have to not only have like kind of a strength within yourself to lead a big group of people, but like you have to sit there, and when you know they don't want to do it, you still have to make them, which sucks.
You have to find that balance because they're still your friends too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you have to understand that like them being annoyed with you right now is only because they're annoyed that we have to run something over again. You know what I mean? They're not sitting there being like, you're a terrible person, I hate you. It's like, this is annoying, why are you making me do this? And it's really hard to grasp that because you just kind of think like, oh, everyone hates me. Oh, everyone thinks I'm so bad. Oh, people are talking. It's just a lot of stress.
It's a lot of responsibility too.
Yes, it's a lot
of weight put on your back because, I mean, if the show sucks, who are they? They're not gonna blame themselves.
Exactly. We talk all the time about how we're always trying to improve, so we're always like, we have to be better than last year, we have to be better than last year, and that's so much pressure to be put on 3 girls. Like, it's insane. It was a fun year. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but it was really hard at the beginning.
Last question. What has been the most memorable experience show choir has given you?
The most memorable. This trip. Nah, we won't get into that.
We won't get into that one. Different time, different place.
I will say a really cool experience was, sorry to bring up the woman empowerment show again. It was just that bad. But anyways, so after we did our very first performance in the community at Thomas Dale for our Women Empowerment show, we had so many people come up to us after the show that we didn't know that were crying, that were like hugging us, like saying like, thank God you guys, you know, stood up about something that no one likes to talk about and no one likes to publicly, you know, talk about their opinions with because it's so controversial. And just like literally having like crying girls run up to you that you have never met before. You don't know who the heck they are. You literally have never seen them before. Like thanking you with all of their will is so amazing. Like we didn't win jack squat. We did not win anything for that show at all. And no one cared. Like our choir did not care at all. We just loved all the feedback that we got from it, and we loved that everybody loved watching it, and we had so much support. And so I feel like that show was really memorable, especially for our choir. Our choir really got close that year because it is something that we kind of had to like, something that B really likes to, I guess like put into our minds is that when we perform, we have to be telling a story. So obviously we would have to sit down in class and talk about the issues that we're trying to make prevalent in the community. And so our group just got really, really close because we all were kind of like on the same page about the fact that we wanted to change something, that we wanted to see a change and we wanted to impact lives. So yeah, I would say that whole show was really good. And I would also say our trips are always so much fun. We've been to New York twice, and we went to Philly this year, and they're always a blast, like no matter what.
That's all the questions I have. So.
It's okay, we can still keep talking. Oh my God, I have something really funny that we can talk about, and we're gonna talk about it because it doesn't matter because I'm graduating and she's already gone. And we get 2 sides of the story because I am a full show choir girl and Izzy is a full theater girl. So let's talk about the drama between the show choir and the theater because there's a lot of it.
We're about to unfold.
You can start because we low-key don't know what's going on.
Show choir?
Yeah, we high-key don't know why y'all hate us, but we talk about it all the time.
Okay, what?
Okay, not all the time, but it's only when the show comes around.
The musical?
Yes, because everyone's like, oh, I want to audition, but everyone's gonna hate me.
All right, so the tea is true. We hate them because listen, so whenever like the way that the theater people see it is that because the only time that like the show choir people come around is for the musical, and like people see it as them taking like the people who have been in theater for a long time, like they could be taking their spots because they have better vocals. And like I'm not out here saying that the people who have better vocals are bad actors, but there's always like an imbalance in the talent, because I'm gonna admit, like, I'm not the best singer. I auditioned for these show choirs my senior year, didn't make it, but
Izzy's an amazing actress.
Yeah, and like I'm confident.
Full ride right here. So
stop. But like there's always an imbalance between the talent, so it's hard to like give, I guess, the audience everything, like give an audience like a full.
Yeah, you should talk about the fact that there's an A and B cast.
Yeah, I was going to.
Okay, yeah.
And another thing is like the fact that there's there's actually always an A and a B cast. So the musicals are always double casted, or at least like the leads are usually. And what tends to happen is that one of the casts will be like primarily show choir people. And so like they'll probably have like the better vocals a lot of the time. And then there'll be a cast where there's majorly theater people, and like they tend to just kind of like I don't want to say it, but like kind of get the story off better, I guess, or have the story come across better. But it's
they're
also
able
just
to act better.
It's just because of like our crafts and our different fields are.
Yeah,
like,
and
we
y'all do it all year.
We have different strengths. Yeah.
Like, not to say that we don't, but we also have to focus on like, it's like 45% singing, 45% dancing, and then 10% acting. Theirs is like
100% acting.
Yeah,
That's just what it is. Yeah, that's just like from the theater standpoint. It's like a lot of people see it as like they're just like the two different casts, and when the show choir people come around, like a lot of the times they kind of seem entitled and almost look down on the theater people, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know how to read sheet music, and whenever I was in the musicals, I didn't know what notes I was supposed to be singing. Like I didn't understand any of it. But the good thing also is like a lot of the times we're still like, or all the times, like we're still nice to each other and we still help each other out. So the A and the B cast, whatever their strengths are, they would like meet up and like talk about different things. Like my senior year, I was cast in Into the Woods with one of the show choir girls, and her and I were already friends, so we just like would get together outside of rehearsal or even before rehearsal and just kind of like go over lines, run music, and like she could play the piano and shit, so like she was helping me out with those notes. And I could help her with the lines and I guess I could just help her with the lines. Yeah. But yeah, that's the theater point of view.
The show choir point of view is just kind of like they don't understand why it can't be fair game, I guess. But I totally see where y'all are coming from with the fact that like there are very few people who do both show choir and theater. Mm-hmm. So she is right with like the theater kids will do the entire year. And
multiple shows.
Yeah, like multiple shows, and then when the big musical comes around, the show choir kids kind of just
rush in.
So I like see that. But I think just everybody else, like I think like the show choir argument is like it's fair game. If we can sing, then we should, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I will say,
and like I agree with that, like it should be fair game.
Yeah, like I will say, like no tea, no shade, but there are some theater kids who do theater all year round, but they're just not that good. Like I'm sorry.
No, you're 100% right. No
There's
tea, no
not
shade, but like tea and shade.
Quite honestly, more tea and shade. Like they're always the ones who get the most mad about it.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. I personally don't care. Like, I agree with you. If it's fair game, it's fair game. I just see it as like, be entitled. Don't come in thinking that you're gonna run this. If you want it to be fair game, then you're gonna have to play it right.
I guess like some more kind of like tea bringing out the show choir tea.
Hell yeah.
There's honestly not a lot of tea in my choir, but there is a lot of tea in other choirs. And we hear about it. We know all about what's going on, okay? So,
We know who grabbing judges.
Oh! We're gonna leave it in.
We're gonna leave it in.
But we're not gonna talk about it.
We're not gonna talk about
That's
it.
gonna be it. That was too soon.
I'm sorry.
That was like touching a burn. Oh my god. But yeah, there's obviously some choirs that do not get along as much, and that sucks. Can't relate. What is up, guys? It is Mackenzie, and Hunter is here. And I put my hair up, and we are now on our way to go to the concert. Izzy and my mom are meeting us a little bit later, and I'm feeling really nostalgic right now and kind of sad, but also really excited. So yeah, here's to my last concert ever. Sad times, man. Sad times. What?
I'm so stressed out.
How do you feel? Give a couple statements about the last ever.
I feel weird. I feel nostalgic.
Yeah, kind of
but
facts.
also happy.
Yeah, I know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel kind of sad, not gonna lie.
Are you vlogging?
Yeah.
Hi.
It's gonna be sad.
Claire, how was...
I might
Oh,
cry
sorry.
during the ballad. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, no.
The ballad is so sad.
Me too, girlfriend. I really wish we were doing that thing that I wanted to do, where the seniors turn around to the choir and be like, I'd give anything to hear. Okay, Claire. Okay, how was your first year? How do you feel?
Oh, my first year, yeah. It was fun. I like band better, not gonna lie. If
Oh
I'm
my
being
God.
honest.
How dare
That's the
you?
tea.
Hey, I'm Elena.
Hi, I'm Leah.
Okay, and you guys are juniors this year.
Yes.
So you guys will be seniors next year. What are you most excited about for the show next year?
Ooh, that's hard.
For either show next year, should I
Probably
say?
like being able to express it because I'm like a giggly person. I actually get to smile next year, so that's probably gonna be really fun.
The shows next year are really fun, so I'm really excited for comp season. I'm also excited because we might have tap next year, and that'll be really fun.
Ooh.
And the costumes, I'm really excited for the costumes
It's gonna
too.
be so fun.
Exposed. What was your favorite thing about this year?
I think kind of being like a big family. I don't know, the space show was also really fun because it was like super quirky and like weird, and it's just really fun to like do it on stage and like have people come up to us and be like, your faces were like whack, and I'm like, yeah.
Probably being able to like do the dumb faces
Yeah.
and stuff and like having fun with it. That was really
It's
fun.
been really fun.
Yeah, facts. Oh, love y'all. I'm gonna miss you. Sad. Sad.
Don't make us cry, don't make us cry.
Yeah, babe.
Mackenzie. Wait, yep, I knew I could hear. How do you feel?
for raising your students as you have, for the talent that you've given them. Thank you so, so much. However, we have one soul here that has brought all of that talent and put it together, where those kids can sing together and be one voice, and one voice together. And that is Nathan Berenstein. This is Mr. Berenstein's 20th year. And at the high school, we haven't driven him crazy yet. I can't say he hasn't done the same for us. We love you, we do.
Nobody needs to know how old I am. Just keep it to yourself.